Praise the Lord. I'm here with Chef Joe Brown, the head chef, the chef director, the man in charge of Harvest Catering here at Bethany Baptist Church. Such an honor to be with you this morning. How you doing, man?
I'm great, sir. Good to see you, and good morning.
I can't wait to get through the interview so we can get some of this good food going on. But,
absolutely.
You know, we have to do this interview so that people get to know you a little better and, you know, just to show who you are, your personality. I've been around a lot of chefs in my day. You got to be one of the nicest chefs I've ever met. You know, I know a lot of them.
Come on back to the kitchen.
Well, I mean out here. I know kitchen protocol.
Okay.
You know, things are not as courteous in the kitchen as they are in the dining room. That's what I understand.
I try.
Man, people want to know something about you. Who started you cooking?
My mother.
Yeah.
My mother's from Tennessee. I'm the youngest of 10.
10?
10. And there was always food being cooked.
Always?
Yes, sir. Always.
Did you guys have competitive servings in your house?
I wouldn't say competitive, but we definitely got to the table.
So your style came from your mom, or you developed that based on that style?
Absolutely. I have a lot of Southern influence in my cooking. I'm classically French trained.
Okay.
At a restaurant school in Philadelphia. But the style comes from her because it's a lot of Southern influences, soul, but she did have a lot of French in her cooking.
Okay.
So it carried on. When I was classically French trained, I brought in a lot of regional, seasonable styles to what I do.
What's that mean?
It focuses on the area in which we live, and the season for which we're in. So we're going into fall, so you'll start seeing a little more heavier dishes, a lot of heavier soups. You know, you're always going to see the collard greens in the wintertime mostly, so, you know, we're starting to move towards that way.
You mean kale, right?
Kale, too, of course. I know you like the kale.
So, French style versus another style, what is the distinct difference?
The distinct difference is that when you start talking about French, you see a lot of the sauces, which is what pretty much you're going to eat today. A little bit heavier food, but rich.
Okay.
When you're talking about regional and American cooking, we have so many different cultures in America. So I grew up in a very multicultural neighborhood. So one day I could be eating matzo ball soup, next day I could be eating spaghetti and meatballs. So now
you've come to Harvest Hall, you're taking over the direction of our entire food process, and I'm really glad about that.
Thank you.
Eating well, I need to tell everybody I'm eating very well.
And going to the gym.
I need to stay in the gym now, messing around this guy. But where do you see Harvest Hall going in the future?
I would love to see the Harvest Hall continue to grow, obviously. We have catering facility that can seat 400 people. There's very few facilities in New Jersey that actually can feed that many people at one setting. We have a lot to offer. I see a small cafe on our off times and open for regular business so people can come in and sit down, we can serve them, putting a very consistent menu together so people can come in again and just enjoy right before service, because we know after they get done service they're hungry. You know, you give them a lot of time, so but I see the Harvest Hall being bigger, broader, brighter, supplying people with all their needs.
Now let's talk about the catering end. I know that people are looking for congenial, especially Christians, should be looking for clean and nice and Christian-oriented places to have their events.
We have.
Now, as far as our catering is concerned, I know we can do some wedding receptions. I'm sure we can do church anniversaries. I'm sure we can do anniversary parties, those type of things. We just have a little bit, our atmosphere is Christian, but tell us, what do you think about the catering end?
I think that people should remember when they come into the Harvest Hall, what they see is a lot of space. Again, I said we can feed 400 people. They should expect high-end food, high-end service, white tablecloth, whatever color tablecloth they want, flatware, china. We're a full-service facility. And I think people have a tendency to forget that when you come into a church, because they see the sanctuary, but they don't remember that we have this full capabilities. So I want people to understand that we're here for them. We supply them for everything from a wedding cake to, you know, fine china.
Because we can make everything here.
Everything.
So if a person's getting married and you you have those tastings where you come in and kind of?
Absolutely. We offer tastings when they want to do a major event.
Yeah.
We do have packages that are listed on our website.
Sure.
We have an array of packages in all different ways. We also do prepare food to go.
Okay.
So if they don't want to have it here, we can offer them food for them to prepare at home, and we can go to their house if they want us to do that too.
Now, your expertise is something that people have told me they want to learn from you. And I think the cooking classes and those types of things are going to be a continual benefit for the people that are connected to us and those that are interested in taking the cooking to another level. Talk about the cooking classes. I know you've done it before. Got a couple things I want you to share regarding just how we're going to outreach this thing.
Okay, 2016 is when we're going to start jump-starting the classes. I have two types of classes that I like to do.
Okay.
One is teaching fundamentals.
Okay.
A lot of people don't understand the fundamentals of actually cooking, cutting, proper ways to prepare sauces. Then the other side is theme classes.
Okay.
A lot of adults don't want to learn all the fundamentals because they spend a lot of time doing that growing up. They want to learn how to cook an Italian menu.
Okay.
So there's two types of classes that I want to present.
Okay.
Again, the first one is probably geared more towards younger folks that want to learn the fundamentals. And then the themes will be geared towards either a singles night. We can do a theme, Italian, we can do a French class,
Okay.
and we'll have multiple courses within there.
Now let me ask you a question. I can cook, but I don't really understand food. I just understand how it tastes. So when you talk about fundamentals, it's not just knowing that salt and pepper go in something, it's why it works that way. And I think a lot of people, young and old, could learn to understand. It's like knowing how to play music by ear and then learning how to read music. So the theory of it starts to work.
Absolutely.
So when we're learning these fundamentals, I feel like we're going to learn not just know what we're doing, but how we're doing it.
Absolutely, and what I like to always teach, especially younger chefs that are trying to get into the business, is where their taste palette is when they taste on their tongue. A lot of people don't understand there's different parts of your mouth that you taste certain types of food.
Okay.
And if you don't know that, when you go to cook something, you don't know what you're tasting. I always teach people, like salt, for instance.
Okay.
I always tell people salt, pepper last. They say, why? Because 90% of our foods today have sodium in them.
Okay.
So when you're cooking them down, that sodium intensifies and naturally salt comes out.
Okay.
And when you salt in the beginning, you're adding more salt to bring down. So a lot of things I want to teach
Okay.
In many different ways. One of them, I'd like to go in the direction of teaching healthy cooking,
Okay.
which is one of those theme classes
Sure.
that a lot of people are not
Sure.
eating the proper way. So I have a big job in front of me, but I'm looking forward to it. You know, I've joined the Bethany family. You know, I've been knowing you for eons.
100 years.
And I think, you know, being a part of a great team of people that I have in the staff, from Chef Heidi that helps me out tremendously, Elder Parham that just keeps me in order, and then, you know, all the family around.
Now, speaking of food, what are we eating today?
Today, I prepare for you is poached eggs served over cheese grits,
Yeah.
with smoked whitefish and a Creole hollandaise sauce. I think you're going to enjoy it, and I know, you know, you're a man that likes to eat, so.
Chef Joe Brown, I'm Bishop David G. Evans. We're getting ready to eat. I really feel sorry for you that you're not here, but you can come on over to Harvest Hall and always get a great meal. See you soon.